Your worship, we are live.
All right. So first item on the agenda is calling the meeting to order. So let's call the meeting to order at 7:06 p.m. Next item on the agenda is item 2. It's approval of the agenda. So I'll need a mover and a seconder for that, please. Councillor Shipman, can you move that, please?
Yes.
Councillor Castelline, can you second that, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
So moved by Councillor Shipham and seconded by Councillor Castelline. Now therefore be it resolved that Council for the Corporation of the Municipality of Calvin hereby adopts the agenda as presented.
Any opinion on this resolution? Councillor Shipman?
No opinion.
Councillor Cross?
No.
Councillor Castelline?
None.
Okay, so I'm going to take a vote to accept the agenda. Councillor Shipham?
Yes.
Councillor Cross?
Yes.
Councillor Castelline?
Yes.
And I agree as well. So the agenda is accepted. Resolution is carried. Next item on the agenda is the declaration of disqualifying interest. Does anybody have any written disclosure of pecuniary conflict of interest? So I'll need a mover and a seconder, please. Councillor Cross, can you?
So your worship,
move this
no,
one? No?
just need, I know it looks like it's a motion, but we can't add here without it. I just need to know
Okay.
if there are any declarations.
Okay. So no one has a declaration then?
No.
Okay, no one has a declaration. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is approval of minutes from most recent meetings, and I'll need a mover and a seconder for this one. Councillor Cross, can you move this one, please?
Yes.
And Councillor Castelline, can you second it, please?
Yes, I can.
So moved by Councillor Cross, seconded by Councillor Castelline. Now therefore be it resolved that Council for the Corporation of the Municipality of Calvin hereby adopts the meeting minutes for the meetings of council held on April 12th, 2022, April 27th, 2022, and October 25th, 2022 as circulated.
Any opinion on this resolution, Councillor Cross?
No opinion, just I think there should be a little bit of an explanation of why April's is in here. So the public will know why we're doing this.
Okay, we're doing it. Okay, go ahead.
If I might respond, Your Worship.
Yes, please.
When Barbara Major and I, well, Barbara Major largely went through all of the minutes and the resolutions and bylaws of council in preparation for the changeover for the new council. We found that there were some minutes that had not been approved. And those minutes were from April when, prior to Ephraim being part of providing clerk services to the municipality.
So basically cleaning up what's left over.
Correct.
Thank you.
Councillor Castelline,
And no comments.
Councillor Shipham.
No comment.
Okay. I'm going to call for a vote on adopting the minutes as stated. Councillor Cross, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Castelline,
Yes.
Councillor Shipman,
Yes.
I vote yes as well. Thank you, everyone. Next item on the agenda is council action from previous meetings, and there was none. After that, it's item 6, delegations, of which we have none. After that, we have item 7, legislative matters. 7.1, it's a consent agenda. There's no items. That includes items of correspondence not require administrative reports, and actually committee reports not requiring any action by council, matters that are for informational purposes only. Item 7.2 is committees, internal, external reports, of which there are none. Item 7.3 is public hearings, planning zone matters, of which there are none. Next is 7.4, bylaws for consideration. So 7.41, excuse me, is bylaw 2022-062, being a bylaw to establish rules governing the proceedings of council, calling of meetings, and the conduct of members, staff, and the public. So I'll need a mover and a seconder for this one. Councillor Cross, can you move this one, please?
Yes, I can.
Councillor Shipman, can you second it, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Moved by Councillor Cross, seconded by Councillor Shipham. Now therefore be it resolved that bylaw 2022-062, being a bylaw to establish rules governing the procedures of council, the calling of meetings, and the conduct of members, staff, and the public, be read and adopted.
Okay. We all had a chance to view this. Any opinion on this resolution? Councillor Castelline?
Yes, I do. Over the past weeks, I have spent numerous hours of reviewing this draft bylaw and compared it to our bylaw that we already had on the books, including the amendments. And I found that other than a different order of things, it is virtually the same, plus that we now have added some rules and regulations for electronic meetings. So anybody that is coming out and says, well, this procedural bylaw is totally different, has not done their homework, has not read the old one, has not read the new one. I'm of the opinion that this is a complete and final work, and it could serve the nationality for many years to come. It is an excellent piece of work. So that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Any opinion, Councillor Cross?
We were working on this back in, I think, July, August 2021. Past councillors and current councillors have been able to have their input on it. There's not a lot of changes. Like Councillor Caston said, if you read it, you can see the highlighted parts that are changed a bit. It's mostly to accommodate for the Zoom meetings and hybrid meetings. We're just finishing up old business that was started back in 2021. And I would question to see why anybody would want to change it. That's for sure. So I'm good with it.
Thank you. Councillor Shipham, any opinion?
No, I'm good with it. I'm glad that it's updated and moved into the 21st century and includes these Zoom meetings and electronic stuff.
Okay, thank you all. So I'm going to call for a vote on passing this resolution. Councillor Castelline, your vote, please.
Yes.
Councillor Cross?
Yes.
Councillor Shipham?
Yes.
I vote yes as well. So this bylaw is passed. Next item on the agenda is bylaw 2022-063, being a bylaw to establish schedules of retention and disposal for all, where are we here? For all records maintained by the municipality of Calvin. So I need a mover and a seconder for this one as well. Councillor Shipman, can you move this one, please?
Yes, I can.
Councillor Castelline, can you second this one, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Moved by Councillor Shipham, seconded by Councillor Castelline. Now therefore be it resolved that bylaw 2022-063, being a bylaw to establish schedules of retention and disposition for all records maintained by the municipality of Kelvin, be read and adopted.
Okay. So everyone's had a chance to view this. Any opinions on this bylaw, Councillor Shipman?
No, I'm glad to see that it's been updated as well, and that it is also includes the electronic stuff that we've been having to deal with. Other than that, I think it's a fine document.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Cross,
I have nothing more to add.
Councillor Castelline.
The only thing I want to add is that this document does not allow the destruction or the deletion of the doing away of any records yet. It is just these are just guidelines for the clerk to follow when they set up the guidelines for the record retention. So nothing is being done yet. It's just guidelines that are being set up for the new clerk to follow. So if anybody says, well, this is going to be a reckless wanton destruction of records, no, nothing is happening yet. So I don't want to hear that anymore. That was all that I was going to say.
Okay. I'm going to call for a vote on passing this bylaw. Councillor Castelline, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Cross, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Shipman, how do you vote?
Yes.
I vote yes as well. So this bylaw is carried. Thank you. So next on our agenda is item 743. It's bylaw 2022-064, being a bylaw to designate a head of municipal corporation for the purpose of the Municipal Freedom of Information and Protection Privacy Act. So I'm going to need a mover and a seconder for this one. Councillor Cross, can you move this one, please?
Yes, I can.
Councillor Castelline, can you second it, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Moved by Councillor Cross, seconded by Councillor Castelline. Now therefore be it resolved that bylaw 2022-064, being a bylaw to designate a head of the municipal corporation for the purposes of the Municipal Freedom of Information and Protection Privacy Act, be read and adopted.
Okay. Again, as the others, everyone's had a chance to review this one. Your opinion, Councillor Cross?
None, it's just that it needs to be done so that if somebody needs to have some information, it's in place. It's to be set up for the next council, so nothing else.
Councillor Castelline?
Just one remark. I have always assumed that it was the clerk that was the designated person for the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act execution. However, I was not aware that it was not laid down in the municipal bylaws. So apparently it was just an assumed function, and now it is being put down on black and white that it is actually the function of the clerk. So that's a good thing, I think. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Shipman?
I have no further comments.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to call for a vote on this bylaw. Councillor Castelline, are you in favor of this bylaw?
Yes, I am.
Councillor Cross, are you in favor of this bylaw?
Yes.
And Councillor Shippen, are you in favor of this bylaw?
Yes,
I am as well, so this bylaw is also carried. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is item 7.4.4. It's an amendment to bylaw 2022-039, being a bylaw to authorize bank signing authority. So I'll need a mover and a seconder for this one, please. Councillor Cross, can you move this one, please?
Yes, I can.
And Councillor Shippen, can you second it, please?
yes, I can.
Thank you.
Moved by Councillor Cross, seconded by Councillor Shipham. And now there before it resolved that bylaw 2022-039 was adopted, or whereas I should say, bylaw 2022-039 was adopted June 14th, 2002, authorizing certain persons to have signing authority on behalf of the municipal corporation with the bank, subsequent to the 2022 municipal election and internal organizational changes. Amendments are required to Schedules A and B. Bylaw 2022-039 contemplates alterations to Schedule A and B being approved by resolution. And now therefore be it resolved that Council for the Corporation of the Municipality of Calvin hereby amends Schedule A of bylaw 2022-039 to read the following individuals having signing authority for the purposes of the bank. One member of council, which would be Mayor Richard Gould, Councillor Debbie Adams, Councillor Dean Grant, Councillor Robert Latimer, Councillor Bill Morton. And further amends Schedule B of bylaw 2022-039 to read the following individuals have signing authority for the purpose of this bylaw. One statutory office or administrative employee, which could include one, the treasurer, the clerk, deputy treasurer, and municipal administrator.
All right. What's your opinion on this bylaw, Councillor Cross?
No opinion.
It's a necessary item. Councillor Castelline,
And no opinion. It's, as you said, it's necessary.
Councillor Shippen.
No opinion.
Okay, so I'm going to call for a vote to pass this bylaw. Councillor Castelline, you in favor of passing this bylaw?
Yes, I am.
Councillor Cross,
Yes.
Councillor Shippen,
Yes,
and I am as well. So this bylaw is carried as well. Thank you very much. Okay. Next item on the agenda is 7.4.5. It's bylaw 2022-065, being a bylaw to adopt a respect in the workplace policy. I'll need a mover and a seconder for this. Councillor Shippen, can you move this one, please?
yes,
And Councillor Castelline, can you second it, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Moved by Councillor Shipham, seconded by Councillor Castelline. Now therefore be it resolved that bylaw 2022-065, being a bylaw to adopt a workplace violence and harassment policy and program for the municipality, be read and adopted.
Your opinion of this resolution, Councillor Cross?
I just think it needs to be updated from our past one. There was a lot of things not up to code, I guess you want to call it. And I think this is important for future issues that may occur. So I'm in agreement with this. That's all.
Thank you. Councillor Castelline?
Again, I read through the old harassment policy, and I think that this is a way better document because it has apparently a little bit more teeth. So I'm fully in favor of this new document. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Shippen?
I'm in favor of this document as well because of past issues that we've had. I believe that we need to be protecting our employees and our counselors, and I agree with it.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to call for a vote on on this bylaw. Councillor Castelline, are you in favor of this bylaw? Yes or no?
Yes, I am.
Councillor Cross,
Yep.
Councillor Shipman,
Yes.
I am as well. So this bylaw is also carried. Thank you very much. Uh, So next, where are we here? Next item on the agenda is 8 administrative matters, of which there are none. 8.1 is a report from clerk, 2022-039. I'll need a mover and a seconder for this as well. Councillor Cross, can you move this one, please?
Yes, I can.
And Councillor Shipman, can you second it, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Moved by Councillor Cross, seconded by Councillor Shipham. Now therefore be it resolved that Council for the Corporation of the Municipality of Calvin hereby receives the report from the election clerk as circulated.
Okay. Any opinion on that report, Councillor Cross?
It was just very informative. I was interested in reading it all. Nothing else.
Councillor Castelline,
No further comments.
Councillor Shipman?
No comment.
Okay, are you in favor of accepting that report, Councillor Cross?
Yes.
Councillor Castelline,
Yes.
Councillor Shipman,
Yes.
and I am as well. So this report is accepted from the election clerk. Thank you, everyone. Next item on the agenda is item 2. It's a letter from E4M, discontinuation of the Integrity Commissioner Services. I'll need a mover and a seconder for this one, please. Councillor Cross, can you move this one, please?
Yes.
Councillor Castelline, can you second it, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Moved by Councillor Cross, seconded by Councillor Castelline. Now therefore be it resolved that Council for the Corporation of the Municipality of Calvin hereby receives the letter from E4M as circulated. And further, that the mayor sent a letter to E4M acknowledging receipt of their resignation and thanking them for their services. And further directs the municipal administrator to issue a request for professional services to receive quotes by November 30th from qualified parties or corporations to provide integrity commissioner services commencing January 1st, 2023.
Opinion of this letter, Councillor Cross? Report.
I have nothing to say. No.
Councillor Castelline?
No, I read it and yeah. No further opinion. Thank you.
Councillor Shipman?
No, I don't have anything that I feel the need to say. It was all said in the letter, and hopefully people will take the time to read it and know what happened. That's all I have to say.
Right. I just want to offer my thanks to E4M for the service they did provide to us. I much appreciated by myself. So I'm going to call for a vote on accepting this letter of discontinuation of Integrity Commissioner Services. Councillor Cross, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Castelline,
Yes.
Councillor Shipman,
Yes.
I vote yes as well. So who will be taking care of the letter looking for another integrity commissioner? Would that be you as a clerk? Peggy?
If I might, that'll be the municipal administrator's responsibility.
Who? Okay. Right. Okay. I just want to make sure you got that correct. Could you repeat that, please?
The municipal administrator,
Okay.
that would be their responsibility.
Okay, thank you. All right. Next item on the agenda is a closed section, item 10. Excuse me. So I'll need a mover and a seconder for this one as well. Councillor Castellan, can you move this one, please?
Yes, I can.
And Councillor Shipman, can you second it, please?
Yes,
Thank you.
Moved by Councillor Castelline, seconded by Councillor Shipham. Now therefore be it resolved, the Council for the Corporation of the Municipality of Calvin hereby moves into closed session pursuant to Section 239 of the Municipal Act to review closed minutes from previous meetings.
I'll need to get a vote on that. Councillor Cross, are you in favor?
Yes.
Councillor Castellan, are you in favor?
Yes.
Councillor Shipman, are you in favor?
yes.
And I'm in favor as well. Thank you. This resolution is carried.